This is the astonishing, almost unbelievable story of Vesna Vulović, the young flight attendant who fell from the sky and lived. A tale stitched together with fear, chaos, survival, and a mystery that has defied explanation for over 50 years. It's a story of impossible odds, shattering tragedy, and the unyielding resilience of the human spirit, a journey from the depths of catastrophe to the enduring mystery that still captivates the world today. Flight attendant Vesna Vulović, just 22 years old, stepped aboard JAT Flight 367, smiling warmly at the passengers as she made her way down the narrow aisle. It was supposed to be another routine flight, just another ordinary day. Yet, within hours, she would become part of a mystery so bizarre and extraordinary it would defy belief. The cabin doors sealed shut, engines roared to life, and the Douglas DC-9 lifted effortlessly into the air, climbing swiftly above the clouds. Vesna moved calmly through the aisles, unaware that hidden beneath the ordinary calm, something sinister had been set into motion, something that would shatter lives and rewrite aviation history forever. 45 minutes into the flight, cruising high at 33,000 feet, a sudden deafening explosion ripped through the plane, violently tearing the cabin apart. Passengers screamed as the wind roared inside like 1,000 hurricanes unleashed. Within seconds, the fuselage fractured, and Vesna found herself sucked into a frozen void, plunging into a free fall miles above the earth. The chaos was sudden and complete. The icy air stabbed at Vesna's skin, the sound of roaring wind deafening her ears as she hurtled downward at unimaginable speed. Her body, unconscious from the sheer force of depressurization, emergency responders scrambled desperately through dense, snow-covered forests, picking through burning debris, hoping for any sign of life. Amid twisted metal, fragments of seats, and scattered belongings lay dozens of lifeless bodies. Yet, deep within the shattered hull lodged on a snowy slope was Vesna, somehow still breathing. Her unconscious form, badly broken yet inexplicably alive, defied every rational explanation. Her rescuers raced against time, fighting the elements to pull Vesna from the wreckage. Doctors were stunned as they pieced together the puzzle. A fractured skull, broken ribs, shattered pelvis, legs crushed, yet her heart stubbornly beat on. How could someone endure such a catastrophic fall and survive? Vesna remained in a coma for weeks, drifting between life and death as newspapers around the world carried her story in shocked disbelief. The woman who fell from the sky became a phenomenon overnight, a miracle, suspended in mystery. When Vesna finally opened her eyes, her memories were erased by trauma. She could recall nothing from the moment the plane exploded, the horrifying descent, the devastating impact, all blank, mercifully wiped from her mind. But as investigators combed through evidence, another dark layer to the tragedy emerged. Flight 367 hadn't simply malfunctioned. Hidden inside the plane was an explosive device, deliberately planted by terrorists. Vesna's miraculous survival thrust her unwittingly into the heart of political turmoil. The question lingered: why was this plane targeted, and how had Vesna alone survived against all odds? Rumors swirled, speculation rampant. Some theorized her fall was cushioned by fragments of the aircraft. Others suggested dense snowfall softened her landing. But the truth remained elusive, suspended somewhere between logic and legend. Her remarkable recovery astonished doctors. Within months, Vesna relearned to walk, driven by an inner resilience that seemed to defy human limits. Yet, beneath her strength was vulnerability. Her survival had transformed her life completely, making her a reluctant celebrity. Vesna struggled privately, haunted by survivors' guilt and questions with no answers. Why had fate chosen her to survive when everyone else aboard had perished? The weight of unanswered questions would linger long after physical wounds healed. Years passed, and though Vesna eventually returned to the skies, conquering fears few could understand, she found herself drawn again and again to the mystery of that fateful day. In quiet moments, she wondered about those lost, their stories abruptly ended. Yet, despite investigations, theories, and endless speculation, the real answers remained out of reach, locked away in the silence of falling snow. Decades after the tragedy, Vesna became an iconic figure of impossible odds, a living testament to survival, resilience, and inexplicable fate. Her story captivated millions, not just because she lived, but because the circumstances seemed to stretch the very limits of human possibility. Her fall from 33,000 feet became a strange blend of fact and myth, a paradox of horror and hope, pain and resilience, loss and unexpected triumph. Then, quietly and without ceremony, Vesna Vulović passed away in 2016, taking with her the secrets of her miraculous survival. Yet the legend remained, woven forever into aviation history as the ultimate mystery of fate and fortune. Her story persisted as a vivid reminder of how fragile and yet astonishingly resilient human life can be, how tragedy and survival coexist on a knife edge of chance. To this day, as planes glide silently through skies around the world, passengers remain unaware of Vesna's remarkable story. One woman who fell from the heavens and survived, who crashed through clouds of mystery and landed softly in the pages of legend. Her tale, suspended forever between tragedy and miracle, echoes quietly through history, a testament to the unthinkable strength hidden within ordinary souls, revealed only when destiny decides to shatter the ordinary.